guys, Angel here. I am so excited about this video because I believe that this video is going to help so many people that ask the question, how do I even hear from God? How do I know when it's God talking to me? And I love this question so much because, number one, it's something that we were not taught in school, but it's something that I believe is necessary in order for us to live our ultimate destiny and to live our God-given purpose and to even recognize what it is that we're here to do on this earth. In order to know what your purpose is, you got to be able to hear from the Creator. And so I believe that this is one thing that I do believe, that God is always talking. It's just a matter of who's listening. So I believe that the people that say, how do I hear from God? How do I know if God is talking to me? They are hearing from God. They just haven't recognized His voice, or they haven't built that relationship. And so when you think about hearing from God, or when you think about just simply being in a relationship with someone else, whether it be a friendship, a parent, child relationship, or a spousal relationship, whatever relationship, in order to hear that person, you have to spend quality time with that person. And so that's the first thing that I want you guys to recognize, that more often than not, people aren't hearing from God because their lives are just so loud. You've got to take some time every single day to hear from God, whether it be in the morning, noon, and night, or all three, or all throughout the day, just really taking that time. I like to do my meditation in the morning and before I go to bed at night. And sometimes I do it throughout the day too, depending on where I'm at and what my spirit is really calling for. You will always know when it's time to turn things off and tune in to your Creator. So I remember reading this book a long time ago that I got from the library. And this was like one of the biggest aha moments for me for hearing from God, like learning how to hear from God. And it was a book, I tried to find it before I actually sat down to do this video, and I just want to scream because I cannot find it. There were two books that I wanted to show you guys, but I can't, when I tell you guys that my house is really organized and all my books are just here and one other place, and I don't know where the books are, but one of the books that I wanted to present to you in this video, I presented to you in another video in my favorite books, and that one is from Joyce Meyer, How to Hear from God. I'm going to put the link below in the description box so you guys can purchase that book or download it or whatever format that you need it in. But there was this other book from the library, and the title was something about angels. It had the name Angel in the title. It was like messages from angels or something like that. I can't even remember. But in that book, it talked about when you go to write down your grocery list. Say you're in your kitchen and you're writing down your grocery list and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I need milk, I need eggs, I need bread, and all the food items that you need in your kitchen, they're just coming to you. Okay, I need bread, I need milk, I need cheese, and not one time do we question where that voice came from or where that thought came from. We just write it down and we trust that internal voice, even if we're not in our kitchen. And we're just thinking, what do I need from the grocery store? And bread comes and milk comes, and we don't question it. We write it down. However, when we are in not even necessarily a tough life situation, but we can be in a tough life situation, or we can just be, just feeling regular and going through our lives, and we want some direction from God. So we take the time to sit and we pray and we meditate, and these ideas start coming to us. Only then do we question, is this God or is this me? Is this God or is this me? But we don't do that when we think about or when we're writing down our grocery list. We just trust the milk, the bread, the eggs. We just trust that internal silent voice that's coming to us, that's reminding us of the things that we need to pick up at the grocery store. Well, hearing from God is the same exact way. I want you to practice trusting that voice. When you pray, when you ask God, when you ask the universe for what it is that the next direction or the next thing that you should do, you're going to get an answer. And more often than not, the answers that we get, it scares us. And most of the time, we are unqualified for the answers that we get. And we may be unqualified in that moment. However, God is answering you. And if he calls you to do something that you're not qualified for, he's your qualifier. He's going to qualify you to do the task at hand, whatever he's asking you to do. So I want you to practice from this day forward, from the time you watch this video, for the next 7 days. During your prayer, during your meditation, when you get those ideas or those answers, don't question them. Don't question them. And the more you trust that voice and take action on it, that's building a quality relationship with God. That's spending that quality time with God, and you get to know his voice and trust his voice, and eventually you won't even second guess, what am I supposed to do with my life? That question will be so far obsolete, and at that point, that's when you need to turn around and help other people discover what it is that they're called to do and help them walk out their purpose. But start trusting that still small voice that's coming to each and every one of us. But like I said before, more often than not, so many of our lives are so loud that we can't even hear that still small voice. And furthermore, what happens is, say if I kept talking, say if you kept talking to me. You're on the phone with me, you keep talking to me, and I'm just like, whatever, I don't answer you. I'm doing my nails, I'm doing my hair, I'm doing other things, and you just keep talking and keep talking and keep talking, and I'm not listening to you. Eventually, you're going to stop talking to me. Why? Because I'm not listening to you. Now, I'm not saying that God is going to stop talking to you, but on your own behalf, you will silence that voice. It will get lower and lower and quieter and quieter. Eventually, you won't even hear it. And I used to get so confused when people would say, I don't know what my intuition is saying, or I don't know what God is saying to me. And I'm like, how could you not? It's like that voice is always there talking. It's your conscience. It's your intuition. It's your spirit guiding you. However, now I get it, because if people don't spend time in silence, they won't hear that still small voice. Guys, for the next 7 days, I really want you to, during your prayer and during your meditation, take a journal in there with you. And after you pray, sit and be still. This is a two-way conversation. Prayer is talking to God and meditation is hearing from God. So after you're done praying, go straight into your meditation. Go straight into just being still and shutting up. Really, just shutting up and shutting off your phone, the television, the internet, whatever it is that you need to do to quiet your voice, to quiet the noise down in your life. Do that. Make it a priority. And also, going forward, stop looking at things as just like a coincidence, or, oh my God, I can't believe I was just thinking about you and here you are, now I see you. Or stop thinking of everything, oh, that just happened and that's just luck. When you get a string of coincidences and you're thinking about this person and now you see them in the store, you haven't seen them in a really long time, take that as God guiding you to where it is that you ultimately want to do. So in those moments, just express so much gratitude, because when you are grateful for something, God will give you more of that to be grateful for. So during those moments, just express so much gratitude. Just thank God, like, oh my goodness, God, thank you. I was just thinking about this person. There's another quick story I want to share with you guys. One of my friends who I've mentioned in my videos before, Carl, hey Carl, if you're listening, a long time ago, and I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this story, but he was in the grocery store. And before he got to the grocery store, I don't think he wrote a list of groceries that he needed, but he knew that he needed some light bulbs. And so he's in the grocery store, pushing his cart around or whatever, and he accidentally bumps into a shelf and a pack of light bulbs fall on the floor inside the store. And he automatically looked up and was like, thanks, G. Like that. Like, so many people will take that as a coincidence, and they don't know how to work with that voice or work with those coincidences that happen in life. When that happens for you, just express gratitude. Your life will start to take on a total different form when you start to trust that still small voice and trust your intuition and trust your spirit. Your spirit will tell you when it's thirsty. It will tell you when it needs a break from the internet. It'll tell you when it needs a break from the television. It'll even tell you when you need a break from your family and friends. Be diligent to follow that still small voice, and you and God will be kicking it like nobody else's business. That's when you will really be like, can't nobody do me like Jesus, because he is just all right with me. Guys, I really, really hope that this video has helped you. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please post them in the description box, or not in the description box, in the comments below. And I will see each and every one of you guys in the next video. I love you guys from the bottom to the top, and I'll see you guys in the next video.